Today we're going to talk about how to find and choose a great website address. Now you might think that all the great website addresses are already taken, but I'm going to give you a tool that'll help you find the perfect web address. Should I have a .com, or can I use a .net or a .org or a .co or some other? These are called domain extensions. And the simple answer is use a .com at all costs, because that's what we're trained to remember. That's what's easy. You can tell people all day long that your web address lives on a .net, but they're going to forget and they're going to try to find .com. And .com has that panache that this is the best web address you can have brand. So stick with the .com. .org is for nonprofits. It's not legally required that you be a nonprofit to have a .org, but it's implied that you are not for profit. Okay. Now, what if your address is taken? Let's say dollmaking.com is taken. And by the way, it is taken. Well, you can use a hyphen in between doll and making. You can add mag on the end of dollmaking, so it would be dollmakingmag.com. You could add online to the end of dollmaking, so it would be dollmakingonline.com or dollmakinghq.com. You get the idea, right? Or maybe dollmaking99 if there's a significant number in your for your magazine, then use the number. And finally, here's the tool I talked about in the beginning. When you go to find a domain name, go to instantdomainsearch.com, and I'm going to show you exactly how it works. All you have to do is start typing in the box, and let's say I'm going to try to get dollmaking, right, as the first keyword. And look what happens. It tells you right away, is the .com taken, is the .net taken, is the .org taken. Red means it's taken. So dollmaking doesn't work. So what do we do now? Well, we can experiment, and while we type, and let's say dollmaking mag. Hey, look at that, dollmakingmag.com is available. And then you can play around a little bit and you can say, well, let's put a hyphen in between the doll and the making. Well, the .com is taken, but it looks like somebody's willing to sell it for $500. So you could have doll-making.com for $500. Well, is it worth it? Maybe. You have the option, and all you have to do is click on the link to take you to the seller. And you can keep going. So ultimately, you might want something like an HQ or a mag or an online, something that's easy to remember and says what it is. And where should you register your domain name? Well, I would stick with one of the big domain registrars such as GoDaddy, Network Solutions, or Register.com. Don't fall for a free domain registration with an unknown provider. It's very difficult to deal with them down the road when you need to make changes to your website. So stick with the big ones.